All right, here we are again. Here we are again. UPS truck just left. We got some parts for the Mack, and we've got a problem. So the check valve that I could blow through got our new banjo washers too. This is the brand new check valve right here, and I can blow through it. So that's not going to fix that problem. Here's the other check valve that goes inside the water separator. I don't know how yeah, that spring is just as weak as the other one. So I think I just wasted $60. I think I just wasted $60. I talked to Tamarax, the company where I bought my injectors from, and I was like, "Look, man, this is I'm on like my fourth set of injectors with you guys. I'm like, what's going on?" Ugh, that's a heavy hood. So they're going to, he said they're going to send me a set of cores. They want me to take their injectors out and send their injectors back, and they're going to refund me my money. So, is this even the same size? Yeah, that's the same size. I'm 99.9% sure it's the cups or the injectors or both. So I just don't know what to do at this point. Honestly, it's so frustrating. We took so long with our loan on that other truck that they've withdrawn our loan, which Lita doesn't want to get another truck. She said if we can't get this truck to work, then we're not buying another truck. At least with the way the rates and all are right now. It's and getting screwed by that other broker, which we heard back from that too. Looks like we're gonna get I think a little over $2,000. So it wasn't a complete loss, but it was on like a $4,000 load. Haven't heard from the door guy. I called him yesterday, and I guess his grandma died or something. So I just can't win, you know? I've gone out and I've spent all this time and all this money on all these tools because he said he needed help. And now it's like I can't get him to send me a door. You know, he's like, "Oh, I'm so backed up. I need so much help. Oh, I need this, I need that." Look, I still have all the boxes and everything under here. I mean, it's still a mess. I haven't decided on how everything needs to be built yet. What's up, woman?
What's up?
Those valves are just like our other ones.
What do you mean?
There's no difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no difference. I need to find some pipe tape or something. Yeah, so I don't know. It's like I can't get my Mac working. I can't get this guy to call me back about these doors, or send me a door, or tell me to come pick up some metal to build a door, or I don't know if I told you guys or not. But my buddy is working on the doors too. Turn the light on. My garage is an absolute mess. You guys don't mind it. But my buddy's building the same exact doors. He started before me, and another buddy of mine told me about these doors and told me, "Hey, his name's, we call him Little Lee's. Like, Little Lee's doing these doors too." I was like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, maybe I'll call up Little Lee." He used to work with us with DirecTV. And it's like, maybe I'll call up Little Lee and see how it is, see, you know, how it's going. See if there's any money in it. So I called him up and I went and seen him. And the guy that that we're supposed to be building these doors for found out that I went over to Little Lee's house, and he was not happy. He basically said his words were, "Why the fuck would you go see him when I'm the one that has the doors being built?" And I tried to tell him, I'm like, hey, you know, I wanted to go over there and I wanted to see what kind of setup Little Lee had. And I wanted to see if it was something that I could do. And he said, that's fucking bullshit. You should have come over here and talked to me about the doors. So maybe that's why he's not, talking to me. I thought I had some, maybe they're in my toolboxes out here. That's probably why he's not talking to me about anything. So I've been working on this golf cart. I haven't really recorded anything. This used to be it used to have an old 2-stroke motor, and we bought this off of a person that we did DirecTV with. Anyways, read on the internet, a lot of people just pull those old motors off and they'll stick like the Harbor Freight motors on or whatever. But after doing that, we didn't have a reverse. So I bought a reverse gearbox and it didn't fit. So I actually extended the swing arm of this 8 inches. Which gave me more room for the motor, and then there's a reverse box, and then it'll connect to this. They're just sold out of the reverse boxes right now. Here's the trailer all oiled up and done. You can see that it's kind of turning gray because the oil has been absorbing, and it's dry to the touch. Like, you don't get, I guess I got a little bit of oil on my hand, but hey. Anyways, let me find this tape. I'm gonna put these parts on, and some new banjo washers everywhere, and be super disappointed when this doesn't fix the truck because it's the cups. So let me get to work. I'm retarded. I started telling you guys about Tamerex and the fuel injectors and how they're going to refund me, and I told him, I'm like, hey man, like we're on our fourth set now. I'm like, are you guys having problems with these things? And he's like, I'll be honest with you, we've had so many people calling with issues that we've switched manufacturers, people who fix them. So I was like, well, when did that happen? He's like, I think that happened like around January. I'm like, I mean, I've gotten injectors from you guys since then, I think, haven't I? I don't remember. But yeah, they've been having a lot of complaints and a lot of issues. So I don't know if these are going to work or not. I'll have to pull that old one out and take a look at it and see how it sits on here, because this doesn't. I don't know. All right, get back to work. All right, we got the old one out. There's the new one. I'm not crazy about these new banjo washers I bought though. I don't know if it'll pick up, but the old washers actually have like a green rubber ring around them that's kind of raised up above this metal. God, I don't know if that's going to show. And the new ones, I guess they're raised up some too. I didn't realize that. It doesn't feel or look like it, but I guess it is. So we'll just go back. We'll go back with some new. I don't think this is going to fix it. See how that feels. I mean, these washers might make it worse. Do I go with the new bolt and the old washers? Some of you guys in the comments were like, you can't use those washers again, but I'll be honest with you, they kind of look better than the new ones. See, that one looks like it's... We're gonna go with the new washers. We'll see what this is like. Alright, let's talk about everything we've done. We've done both check valves. I've tightened up all the connections. I've checked every single O-ring in this whole fuel system. Fuel filters. else have we done? Fuel pump. I even primed this thing a second ago. Checked all the banjo fittings. I don't know what to do. It's gotta be the cups. It's gotta be the cups. It looks like I'm gonna be doing the cups myself too, because it seems like nobody knows how to do it. And if they don't know how to do it, then I might as well do it myself and save the money. Come on. Lock in there. There. Rather than paying these BS shops. Of course, it's 1,000,000 degrees outside today. Running rough. A lot of you guys keep saying that I would have fuel in my radiator fluid. But a lot of what I've looked online is like sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand. Well, I don't think it's fixed, obviously. Unless we got a massive amounts of air in our fuel system again. Let me try to prime this thing again. Somebody mentioned that there's a valve I'm supposed to open when I do this, but then what I've read is when you prime this and it pushes the air, it'll just push the air to the fuel water separator. So I did have every single fuel line on this thing taken apart. And I ran my hand along the whole fuel line to feel if there was any nicks or cuts or anything. I didn't feel anything. Could it be this fuel filter housing thing again? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Oh, that seems to be running a little better there. So hot. And then some of you guys have said I don't have to program the new injectors in there, and some of you are saying I do have to program the new injectors in there. I don't know if this computer will allow me to program the new injectors or if I have to take it somewhere. I mean, if it's running this bad, I feel like the cup, you should be able to look at this cup. And this cup, whatever cup, maybe it's multiple cups, should be completely jacked up. The torque sequence on these fuel injectors are ridiculous. I don't think so. I don't think it's fixed. Obviously. We could still have air in the line, but we can try to prime it one more time. It's like if you get an air bubble right there at the fuel pump, it could cause that problem. I'm going to the fuel pump. The pump handle gets hard. I just want to get out and make some money, man. I'm so tired of messing around with everything. Oh. Still doesn't sound right. Well, I believe we need some injector cups. So, I gotta find where I can get some. I don't know. Are all injector cups the same? I know there's... I don't know why this thing does this sometimes. It'll make this beeping noise. What is that noise? No, I have the key off. Huh. What in the world is that noise? I wish I could find a shop. I wish I could find a shop. Everybody sucks. Alright, so I talked to you guys yesterday about how the injector place was just going to refund me my money. So I got online and I got to looking, and everybody seems to be sold out right now. So I kind of panicked. I contacted the injector company that was going to refund me my money, and I'm like, hey, let me try one more set of injectors. And I told him, I said, I'm going to be installing these myself because I can't keep installing, or I can't keep paying shops $2,000 to $3,000 to replace your guys' faulty injectors or cups or whatever's going on. So they're overnighting me another injector kit, all new cups, all new bolts, all new injectors, and we're gonna try to do this ourselves. I've ordered the cup tool, the tool that will pull the cup out, and then there's another tool that will install the cup, and then it takes a special torque wrench. So I've got all that ordered. I think the tool ended up being $400, and I got the torque wrench off of Amazon for like 115 bucks. I hope this works. I really do, because I'm so frustrated. Lita doesn't want to buy a new truck, and I completely understand. Like, every time I look at the load boards or whatever, it's bad. And if I can get this cup thing figured out and be able to do cups myself, I won't be afraid of Macks and Volvos, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna pull this thing over here next to the Ford, and that's where I'm gonna be doing the cup job. I would still love to run an air bubble test, but I don't know if that's gonna be I would need a clear hose and some banjos, but I don't know what size banjos. Yeah. So I'm going to be installing some injector cups on my Mack truck. All right. We got the truck where I wanted to try to pull it in the shade since it's so dang hot out here. And this will give me access to the air compressor since the tanks obviously won't have air. My air hose won't reach out that far. We had a storm last night. It broke my post off on my fence. My fence was laying on the trailer. Like I need more things to be wrong. So we just have to wait on the cups and the injectors and the tools now. And we'll get these things swapped out. All right.
Enabling low light.
All right, so Lita sent me a TikTok a couple days ago. When was that?
Oh my God, it was months ago.
It's been a while. A mechanic talking about the same issue, and I just kind of blew it off. It kind of blew you off, babies.
I know.
If you don't send me boobies or a dog, I don't really click on them. No, but seriously, like, I was just like dead set it was cups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was dead set that it was cups. So as you can see, we hooked up a clear. I filmed that on my phone, by the way.
Oh.
Hooked up a clear line, and we're getting massive amounts of air. But this TikTok of this mechanic was getting massive amounts of air too. And his ended up being this Davco or Devco
filter.
He bypassed this filter. He had this fancy little setup with these two pieces and another metal piece and another one of these on the other side. For the life of us, we can't find the kit for sale to do all this, so we're having to make it ourselves.
I mean, I found a thread, but whether or not, I didn't click on the link because then they started talking about that T. Like somebody was like, "Oh, I don't do the clear hose because that's bit me before because it can be the 7th injector."
Yeah, but I think what a lot of people do is they only run the one clear hose that we have ran.
Yeah.
And the guy that we watched, he ran the clear hose that we have, and then he runs another one from the filter base on the other side to the computer, and then he bypasses this. But like I said, they had one of these with a fancy brass piece and another one of these. I just found some hose that's gonna fit. I'm going to basically just put a hose clamp here. I'm gonna cut this hose and I'm gonna stick the other half. I just took these pieces off of the filter housing, and what happens is these click onto it with that funny little thing that I showed you guys in this video or the last video. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this hose, and we're going to jerry rig our own here, and we're going to basically take the Davco or the Devco fuel filter out of circulation and see if we're still getting air bubbles. And if that's the case, then we've eliminated something else.
Yeah.
That it could be. Let me find I got a pair of heavy duty scissors out here. Out here somewhere in this mess. Some of Lita's kitchen scissors.
Yeah, right.
This is some hose Dad gave us. I don't know if I have hose clamps. That's on there pretty good. I don't know if is it on there good enough for not having hose clamps? I don't know. What's the worst that could happen?
Diesel.
They could blow it apart and just squirt diesel everywhere.
And you can see that their firefighters are backed off way far away from it.
Gotta make those noises too. There's some zip ties holding me off. Let me where's those fancy scissors I just had? One thing I don't understand is when I hit the primer on the fuel filter housing, it automatically starts pushing fuel through here, which I don't know why. I don't know why it's pushing fuel back to the tank. See if you can zoom in here. See it? It's pushing fuel through this tube for some reason.
Oh, what if the primer pump is messed up?
I mean, that's a possibility, but we've replaced this. This is
Yeah.
new. Let me fire this bad boy up. Keep an eye on that hose. Tell me what it does. Maybe check that other side too. Let me prime it again.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's like leaking or anything around this. I bet this is kinked. This kink is fucking it.
Can you squeeze it to where it unkinks it while it runs?
I don't know.
Let me start this bad boy up.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
I can do it. You know what to do.
That's not it.
I just primed it. I'm gonna lose prime.
Okay, we'll start it, I guess.
All right, it is the next day. We left you off last night, ran out of daylight, but for some reason we stopped getting fuel coming through the front of the head going into the tank. So why it stopped pushing fuel through there, I have no idea. So I posted the video last night, one of the videos of us working on this thing, and a lot of people suggested to pressurize the tanks and look for a leak. So there's a plug that's right up above your filler neck up here, that if you take that plug out and then take your fitting off your air hose, that air hose will thread directly into your tank. So I have the air compressor set at 70 pounds because the truck can make up to 70 pounds of fuel pressure. So I figured at 70 pounds we'll probably be all right to test this thing, get this thing hooked up. And then people are saying just look for it pushing fuel out. Is 70 pounds going to be enough? I don't know. I might have to bump it up. Not a clue. Is it just going to come out of the vent? Looks like it's pushing fuel through there. This would be returning back to the tank. So if I plug this off.
Looks like it's filling this fuel filter.
Oh, you know what? I gotta push this primer down too. It's filling that fuel filter over there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the level in the globe is definitely rising.
Alright, I don't think it's a vent issue because we've ran the truck with these caps open before when we were running this clear hose around and into the tank. So I don't think it was a vent issue. Right now it's just filling this globe up. But what's weird is when we disconnect the air, this goes down, right?
Yeah, it was It was down here.
That check ball is supposed to stop that from going down, I believe. Let me unplug this air hose. See, now it's dropping again.
That.
All right, a little bit of an update. Things just seem to be getting worse. I pressurized the tanks and put my fingers over top of the valves, to let the air out of the tanks.
I'm kind of retarded.
Pressurize the whole system. Can't find any leaks other than there's a 3-way block up under there that drips a little bit of fuel. But I don't think that's enough to really cause as big of an issue that we're having right now. One of the things I'm seeing right now is with this Davco filter, I can suck fuel up to it, but if I take this cap off, it immediately loses fuel pressure, or fuel. This is the inlet line. I took the inlet line off to see if my check valve is bad, and nothing comes out of that. But as soon as I take this off, the same thing happens. Can't get the truck primed. It will not prime now. I even tried hooking the air compressor still hooked up to that tank. I tried letting that thing run to pressurize the system to try to start the truck. The truck won't start. I can't get the hand primer to prime. Like, it just keeps going from bad to worse. The more I try to fix this thing, the more that goes wrong. I'm ready to just rip the valve cover off and pull the injectors out. It looks like I paid for 2-day shipping, and it was through FedEx again. Stupid me. And it looks like it's going to be another day late. It's not going to get here till Tuesday when it was supposed to be here Monday. So I won't be able to pull the cups out, but I guess if I could go ahead and break everything down, pull the valve cover off, and at least pull the injectors out and take a look at the injectors in the cups. I don't know where this fuel is going. I mean, obviously it's going back through the return line somehow. But how? Like, it would literally have to go up to go back down. Is there a suction somewhere? How? I don't know. I've taken the caps off the fuel tank, so there's no pressure anywhere. So far, we have the first injector has 2 O-rings. The second injector only has 1 O-ring. The third injector has 2 O-rings. The fourth injector only has 1 O-ring. The fifth injector only has 1 O-ring.